Guys, before starting, please leave a like. Our goal is low, just 100 likes. This already helps and motivates us to bring more videos and better texts and narrations. So leave your like and let's go to the video. After the Tournament of Power, our friends would be leading normal lives. Goku would be working in the field, since he had promised Chi-Chi that he would work for a long time until he brought enough money home. Ugh, what a bore. I would like to be training instead of having to work, Goku replied, bored. Suddenly, Goten would arrive flying. Dad, Dad, Goten would shout from afar. Son, what's up? Goku would ask, worried. Trunks called me and told me that a time machine appeared, Goten snapped. How so? Goku would ask. Yes, he says that a time machine appeared out of nowhere, but that there was no one inside. Bulma is checking it, Goten yelled. I'll go investigate, Goku shouted. Do me a favor, don't tell your mother anything that I left, okay? Well, okay, Goten said. Goku would change clothes, putting on his combat uniform. Are you going to train? Goten would ask. I don't think so, but I have to be ready in case I meet someone very strong, Goku declared. Well, okay, Goten noted. Goku would use teleportation. He would arrive at the Capsule Corporation. Bulma would jump out of fright by surprise. Goku, you idiot! Bulma furiously added. What's wrong with you? Goku, confused, would ask. You can't appear out of nowhere like that. You scare me, Bulma added. I've told you a lot of times that you can't appear out of nowhere like that. I'm sorry, it won't happen again, Goku said. Now what do you want here? Bulma noted. I came for the time machine, Goku shouted. Who told you? Bulma, annoyed, would ask. Goten told me. It's not for you to be so upset, Goku said. That little brat of my son surely told him. I told him not to tell anyone, Bulma furiously remarked. Why? What's the problem? Goku would ask. Nothing. I just want to study the time machine, Bulma replied. But Beerus said no time travel, Goku would remind her. Hey, I'm just going to study it. I'm not going to travel on it. Come on, Bulma, remember Beerus's threat, Goku said. After everything that happened with time travel, Beerus forbade the use of this machine. I know. I already told you I'm not going to use it. Just study it, Bulma yelled. And speaking of that, how did it appear out of nowhere? Goku would ask. I don't know. It appeared alone in the backyard. But there was no one inside, Bulma commented. Maybe Trunks tried to come from the future, but he couldn't get in. And how do you know they didn't want to come from the past? Goku would ask. It's a good point, Bulma commented. That's why I need to study it. Bulma would start checking the machine to find out where it came from. It would take a few hours while Goku got bored waiting. Come on, Bulma, you can't be so slow, Goku responded. Shut up, I'm almost done, Bulma snapped. Done! I did it! Let's see what this says. Bulma would carefully analyze the computer data. She would notice something strange. I can't believe it, Bulma muttered. What's going on? Goku would ask. According to this time machine made too many trips, Bulma would explain. What are you talking about? Goku would ask. It seems that someone has used it and has traveled to different eras and has created several timelines, Bulma responded. This is chaos, and if I seize this, it will kill me. Don't worry, we just destroy it and that's it. You'll never know, Goku declared. I think it will be the best, Bulma replied. Many timelines have already been created. We have to finish this now. Goku would enter the time machine and sit inside. What are you doing there? Bulma would ask. I just want to see if I find something, Goku commented. Suddenly, the top door of the time machine would close and it would act on its own. Goku would travel in time against his will. Upon arriving, he would find himself in the Capsule Corporation, but it was much smaller. "Damn, I don't even know where I am," Goku yelled. "It must be from the past because this house looks like the Capsule Corporation from when he was a child." Dr. Brief would leave. He would see the machine and be confused. "This has the logo of my company," Dr. Brief commented. "Hello, Bulma's dad," Goku continued. "How do you know my daughter?" Dr. Brief asked. Goku would be invited to go to the corporation and he would explain everything to Bulma's father about the time machine. "Incredible! My daughter will be a genius then," Dr. Brief declared. "What I would like to know is if I could fix it. I have to go back to my time," Goku added. "I don't think that's so easy," Dr. Brief remarked. "From what you tell me, this machine will be built in a future later than yours, so I don't have the necessary technology to make it." "I can't believe it," Goku declared sadly. "Besides, it's my daughter who created it, and she's only 14 years old." "Wow, that does sound bad," Goku declared. "Yes, you must not have the same knowledge as the Bulma of your time. I'll do the test, but it will be difficult," Dr. Brief growled. "By the way, have you ever seen a child with my hair and this clothes?" "Well, no, I've never seen him," Dr. Brief remarked. "Then I ask you please not to tell Bulma anything about this," Goku replied. "What are you talking about?" Dr. Brief would ask. "Time travel creates different timelines, and that is forbidden by the gods," Goku would explain. "Just don't comment on any of this, so the future of my version of Bulma here is still in progress." "Yes, I understand you. No problem. I won't say anything," Dr. Brief muttered. "But you'll have to hide this time machine. Can't you hide it for me?" Goku would ask. "Of course not. My daughter will find it sooner or later. She's one of those to check a lot of the things we have here. I couldn't hide it from her even if I wanted to," Dr. Brief yelled. "Heavens! I'll have to take it somewhere," Goku exclaimed. "Okay, I better go. See you." Goku would use teleportation and disappear with the time machine. "How did he do that?" Dr. Brief would ask. "Well, it doesn't matter." Goku would arrive in a mountainous area far from all kinds of civilization. He would have to hide the time machine. "Damn, maybe it's not even broken, but I don't know how to use it," Goku noted. Suddenly, Goku would notice something strange in the distance. He would see a little boy on a road holding a giant fish. "That boy seems familiar to me," Goku snapped. "It's me," Goku added, terrified. Little Goku would cross with Bulma's car. She would almost crash him, and everything would happen like she remembered. "I can't believe it. This was how I met Bulma," Goku commented. "I have to get the time machine out of here. If myself from that time does something different, I will create a totally different timeline." Suddenly, Goku would feel an unusually strong ki. "It's not true. That presence is from Frieza," Goku declared. Goku would use teleportation and would get a few meters away. Frieza was in his base form. He was with a great army. "It's not possible," Goku exclaimed. "Great Frieza, should we start looking for the Dragon Balls now?" Servan would ask. "As soon as better. If those balls exist as they told me, I can ask for my wish for eternal life," Frieza said. "It's done. Everything will go wrong," Goku said. "If I show up with Frieza and his men, I will change the story."
But if I don't, damn it, Frieza will go for the ball that Bulma has and kill her. All Frieza's soldiers would be ready to go, but Goku would show up before them. "Enough, Frieza!" Goku exclaimed.
"Oh, what do I see?"
It looks like we know each other, Frieza said. Great Frieza, you look like a Saiyan, Servan noted. Nonsense. All Saiyans were eliminated, Frieza yelled. Besides, you don't have a tail. I'm a Saiyan raised on Earth, and I know you because I killed you in the future, Goku replied seriously. Future? Of course, Frieza noted. Soldiers, finish him. All Frieza's soldiers would throw themselves at him, but by trying to attack him, they would not do him the slightest damage. If you want to live, stay away from me, Goku continued. All the soldiers would move away and attack with a ki beam at a distance, but Goku would not receive the slightest damage. It can't be, Frieza declared. By recognizing Bardock, he would find the great look-alike. Bardock is still alive. Bardock is my father, and you killed him a long time ago, Goku snapped. So what the future is coming from is not so wrong, Frieza exclaimed. A Frieza soldier would throw himself at Goku, but by trying to attack him, Goku would leave him unconscious by hitting him with the edge of his hand on his neck. He defeated him with a single blow, another soldier said. Everyone attack, Frieza Furious declared. The soldiers would throw themselves at Goku, but he would defeat them in a short time. He would leave each of them unconscious with a single blow. I can't believe it. What level of power does he have? Frieza would ask. Frieza would use his radar, but by trying to measure Goku's fighting power, it would explode. This thing has gone mad, Frieza growled. Allow me, Great Lord, Sarban said. Sarban would use his radar, but it would also explode. Dodoria would go through the same thing. Her radar would also explode. I don't understand what's going on, Dodoria declared. Radars can measure up to 500,000 fighting power. That means that this guy exceeds that power, Frieza Furious muttered. Great Frieza, it means that he can exceed his power, Sarban answered. Frieza would attack Sarban's shoulder with a ki beam. Don't be silly, Frieza Furious replied. You compare a fat Saiyan to me? If you have doubts, come find out, Goku growled. Damn it! Frieza Furious exclaimed. Frieza would throw himself at Goku. He would reach him with a fist bump, but Goku would hold him without any problem. The difference in power between you and me is abysmal. Even if you use your transformations, you can't do anything against me, Goku answered. It would be better if you give up and leave this planet, or I won't answer to me. How do you know about my transformations? Frieza Furious would ask. Goku would release Frieza, and this would get away from him. From what you say, it really comes from the future, Frieza would think. That means I should use my last form. I can't trust this guy. Frieza would use his last transformation, unleashing all his power. Now you will pay with your life for defying Emperor Frieza, Frieza continued. Frieza would throw himself at Goku. He would attack him with a rain of blows. But Goku would receive all the attacks without receiving any damage. It can't be, Frieza Furious responded. Goku would hit Frieza's stomach. This would be on his knees. He couldn't move. He barely managed to breathe. That blow was very powerful, Frieza would think. I want you to take your ship and get out of here. Realize that this never happened. Forget about Earth. Is it clear? Goku replied. I won't go empty-handed, Frieza commented. Frieza would support his hands on the ground. But before he could do anything, Goku would kick him under the chin. Frieza would be fired far away. He couldn't move. Forget how treacherous and ruthless he can be, Goku exclaimed. Goku would disappear Frieza with a ray of ki. The cold demon had died. Sarban and Dodoria would take the ship and they would flee from there. But Goku didn't feel relieved. Damn, I ruined everything, Goku replied. Now that I changed the order of time, I created a different timeline. Everything will be different, and it's my fault. Goku felt very guilty for everything that was happening. Apparently, now everything would go very badly for the Saiyan. Goku was worried. Not only did he not know the reason why the time machine had appeared, but he had also altered the order in the timeline in which he arrived. Damn! And now, what will I do? Goku would ask. Wait a minute. It's true. Who changed the history for Frieza to come here so early? It wasn't me. It was someone else. Goku would have to find out who had been the cause of everything. But he didn't have many clues to investigate. Goku would sit in a meditation position. He would concentrate his spirit to try to feel the key of someone powerful. He was looking for someone strong that did not correspond to that time. But after a long period of meditation, of more than 40 minutes, he wouldn't find anything. Damn! I can't do anything like this! Goku snapped. The night would begin to arrive, and Goku's stomach would give notice of the hours he had been without eating. Damn! I'm hungry! Goku noted. Goku would go to the lake. He would hunt a huge fish, which he would cook. After finishing eating, he would fall asleep in the open air. Suddenly, something would wake him up. A slight step would call his attention. Goku would put himself on guard, attentive to being interrupted by his dream. "Who's there?" Goku would ask, alert. "Damn it, he woke up," Kaioshin added. "Kaioshin, it's you," Goku remarked. "And you, too, Kibito." "Who are you and how do you know us?" Kaioshin asked. "I don't know how to say it. It's complicated," Goku commented. "You better talk now and explain that ship that distorts reality," Kibito commented by pointing out the time machine. "That's a time machine, and I come from the future," Goku commented. Kaioshin and Kibito would look at each other in perplexity. "That explains a lot," Kaioshin remarked. "It wasn't so hard to explain after all," Kibito exclaimed. "I don't know who you are, but traveling in time goes against the multiversal rules," Kaioshin replied. "Look, it's not my fault," Goku yelled. "The time machine appeared in my time and I traveled by accident. Now I'm in trouble because someone else made a change before I arrived." "I don't understand," Kaioshin muttered. "I mean, Frieza got here," Goku muttered. "That meeting shouldn't happen for at least another 15 years. We're here because we found out that Frieza was looking for the Dragon Balls." Kaioshin continued. "Although I still don't know if we can trust you." "Come on, I'm a friend of Beerus, the God of Destruction," Goku muttered. "And of his angel Whis." "Beerus?" Kaioshin continued. "Uncle?" Kibito declared. "Damn, it's true that you don't know any of that," Goku added. Goku would have to explain to them everything he knew about how they met him, Majin Buu, the appearance of Beerus and Whis, and the Tournament of Power. Also about Samus, and clearly what would make them understand that Goku was telling the truth was the story about the old Kaioshin. "You say the old Kaioshin sleeps on the Z-sword?" Kaioshin asked. "I don't believe you," Kibito added. "Well, show me the Z-sword and you'll know," Goku remarked, determined.
Don't trust him. He's a mortal. We have no idea where he came from, Kibito continued. For some reason, I feel like I can trust him, Kaioshin continued. Kaioshin would take Goku and the time machine and take them to the sacred planet. Then he would show him the Z-sword. Do you think you can lift it? Go ahead. I remind you that it is such a heavy sword that even we cannot lift it, Kaioshin continued. Goku would lift the sword as if nothing, and he would move it from side to side as if it had the weight of a feather. It's not that heavy. It should only weigh about 10,000 kilograms, Goku growled. How did he do it? The astonished Kaioshin would ask. I don't believe you. It has to be a trick, Kibito remarked. Now to break it, Goku commented. Goku would split the Z-sword in two without any difficulty.
Behind a cloud of dust, you would see the old Kaioshin. "It's not possible," the astonished Kaioshin added. "I told you," Goku answered. "At last, they freed me!" Kaioshin yelled. "Holy ancestor, is it really you?" Kaioshin shouted. "Of course it's me. What else did you expect?" the old Kaioshin would ask. "Hey, you come from the future. That's wrong." "How do you know?" Goku would ask. "I have magical powers. I'm almost sure you know me. I can feel it clearly," Kaioshin growled seriously. "One moment." Kaioshin would rest his finger on Goku's chest. Goku would bite him several times. "There is something strange about you," the old Kaioshin replied. "What happens to him?" Kaioshin would ask, without understanding what was going on. "Why do I feel so familiar, as if you were part of me?" Kaioshin would ask. "It's just that, at my time I was dead, and to be able to fight Majin Buu, you gave me your life," Goku commented. "That's impossible. Never such a sacred being would give his life to a mortal," furious Kibito commented. "What this young man says is true. I would be willing to do something like that," the old Kaioshin muttered. "Especially because my life is worth nothing. I only have 1,000 years left." "Then everything that Mr. Goku said is true," Kaioshin continued. "Boy, you will have to give me many explanations of your trip to this time," Kaioshin answered. "I can't believe it. I'll have to start over," Goku commented. Goku would give all the details to the old Kaioshin. I would tell him the same thing I had told Kaioshin and Kibito. "I understand," Kaioshin added. "What do you think is happening? I know traveling in time is wrong, but I'm sure someone else altered the timelines," Goku replied. "According to Bulma, there were hundreds of timelines. We only have one thing left. We will have to go to Universe 10, where the rings of time rest," Kaioshin exclaimed. "Well, when we arrive, we will finish with Zamasu, before he does everything as I told him," Goku growled. "Sacred ancestor, if it is true that there is a God of Destruction, shouldn't we prevent him from finding out about this?" Kaioshin muttered. "He could destroy us." "He would never destroy you," Goku growled. "If he does, he dies." "Silence," Kaioshin growled. "What are you talking about, Mr. Goku?" Kaioshin would ask. "I can't believe you know that. That means you are very intimate with the gods," Kaioshin commented. "I do not understand," Kaioshin snapped. "The God of Destruction and Kaioshin, they come in a package. If one dies, the other also does," Kaioshin answered. "It can't be," Kaioshin muttered. "But I had no idea." "Of course you had no idea. If all those around you died, and you took a very important position with no experience," Kaioshin commented. "Goku, how close are you to the gods?" Kaioshin would ask. "Well, I fought with Beerus, Whis trained me, and I also became friends with Zeno," Goku commented. "Zeno?" Kaioshin exclaimed. "When he fainted." "Holy ancestor," Kaioshin muttered. When he attended minutes later, Kaioshin would wake up. "I can't believe it. What kind of subject are you?" Kaioshin would ask. "We have no time to lose," Goku declared. "We have to go to Universe 10 as soon as possible." Goku and the others would go on a trip to Universe 10 to verify the rings of time, while the time machine would be on guard on the sacred planet. Minutes later, our friends would arrive, meeting with Zamasu. "What a pleasure to see you," Zamasu exclaimed, when making a reverence. "I did not expect a visit from Universe 7. He's a bastard," Goku furious would think. "Zamasu, we came to talk to Gowas," Kaioshin declared. "You did not know?" Zamasu muttered. "Gowas no longer exists. Now I am Kaioshin." "What did you do to the old man, Gowas?" Goku furious shouted when his ki exploded. "Mr. Goku, calm down," Kaioshin noted. "Goku, with what is your name?" Zamasu shouted with a strange serenity. "Don't go too far," Goku furious declared. "Does something happen that I have to know?" Zamasu remarked seriously. "Mr. Goku, please calm down," Kaioshin would ask. "I see that something is happening that I do not know. I would like you to tell me if you were so kind," Zamasu shouted. "What happened to Goas?" Goku furious asked. "Goas made a mistake. The great Zenos decided to punish him. That's why I'm taking his place," Zamasu responded. "What was that mistake?" Kaioshin asked. "He tried to steal the Rings of Time. It's a shame. I don't know what happened to his head," Zamasu would explain. "Surely you blamed him in some way," Goku growled. "I swear I will find out anyway. By the way, who is this mortal so impertinent?" Zamasu would ask. "I do not like the way he addresses me at all." "We want to see the Rings of Time," Goku muttered. "Mr. Goku, please!" He would try to stop Kaioshin, but it did not seem to be easy. "How dare you make such a request to a god?" Zamasu furious would ask. "Have more respect. You are a mortal after all." In an instant, Goku would come with a fist blow to Zamasu, but he would hold his attack as if nothing. "It's not possible. I did not have this power," Goku would think confused. "So you dare to face me?" Zamasu, furious, remarked. Zamasu would raise his ki to the maximum. He would throw Goku away from a simple attack. Goku would retreat several meters, but he would put himself on guard instantly. "You are not Zamasu of this timeline," Goku said. "Your accusations are vague and empty," Zamasu noted. "You are gods. I am disappointed to bring someone with these behaviors." "Mr. Goku, with violence we will not achieve anything," Kaioshin added. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue. Everyone would be surprised for feeling the ki of a god in a mortal. "That is the ki of a god," Kaioshin declared. "How is it possible that a simple mortal is placed at the height of a god?" Zamasu furious responded. Goku would reach Zamasu. He would hit him hard on the face. Zamasu would retreat a few meters, but he would not Zamasu of this timeline. "You are stronger than normal," exclaimed. "Please, Mr. Goku," Kaioshin would try to stop him. "Wait," Kaioshin would stop the old man. "Great sir," Kaioshin replied without understanding what was going on. "You are right. It was hard for me to see it. But this Zamasu is not of this timeline," Kaioshin exclaimed. "It can't be," Kaioshin commented terrified. "That means that Zamasu is behind all this," Kibito growled. Goku and Zamasu would begin to exchange blows at high speed. Both had a very equal power. At one point, Zamasu would attack Goku with a Keyblade.
Would move at the right time. The edge of the Keyblade would touch Goku's hair. "Damn, that was close," Goku would think. Then Goku would attack Zamasu with a Keyball in his stomach. He would detonate it at a short distance. Zamasu would be hunched. He would cough some tears of blood. "At least I know that in this case you are not immortal," Goku said. "Bastard." Zamasu continued furious. Zamasu would throw a Ki Ray at Goku, but the Saiyan would reject the attack. Then Goku would kick Zamasu in the chest. Zamasu would go back a few meters, scraping his feet on the ground so as not to fall. Goku would reach Zamasu and attack him with a Ki Rain. Zamasu would fall to the ground. He could hardly move. "Disgusting worm," Goku muttered. "Stop!" Rumosha's voice would be heard. Everyone would be attentive. Before the arrival of the God of Destruction of Universe 10, he would be accompanied by his angel Whis. "What's going on here?" Rumosha would ask, without understanding what was happening. After Rumosha's arrival, nobody knew what to do. Goku would have to be attentive, since Rumosha could be considered a potential enemy. "Universe 7, what's going on?" Rumosha would ask. "Zamasu killed Whis," Goku exclaimed. "Shut up," Rumosha would answer.
Whis paid for his own sins by wanting to steal the rings of time. Well, I'm afraid to inform you that the timelines were altered, old Kaioshin continued. Who are you? I've never seen you, Rumosh growled. Neither have any of you. If you've never seen us, how do you know we're from Universe 7? Because I told you I do know you, Whis muttered. He is a Kaioshin from many generations ago. He is the current Kaioshin, and he is the apprentice of Kaioshin, Whis yelled, when pointing to the old Kaioshin, the Kaioshin, and Kibiko. I hope this is not some kind of rebellion, Rumosh commented, or I will be forced to destroy them all. If he does that, Beerus will die, and he will be punished by Zeno, Whis would warn. Ha! You're lucky, but don't think you'll get out of here without a punishment, Rumosh replied. Before you keep talking so much, this Zamasu is not from this timeline, old Kaioshin added. He usurped the place of the previous Zamasu. That's not true, because my soul is linked to him, Rumosh commented. Mr. Rumosh, now the mortal knows, Whis yelled, leaving Rumosh terrified. I always knew, Goku muttered. The Zamasu of my time killed all the Kaioshin to get rid of all the gods of destruction, Goku would explain. What are you talking about? Rumosh would ask, distrusting Goku. Zamasu is trying to escape, Whis added when pointing to him. Zamasu escaped slowly so as not to attract attention, but he would be detected. That attitude would make Rumosh suspicious. In an instant, the god of destruction would stand in front of Zamasu to block his path. Why are you trying to escape if I'm here? Rumosh would ask seriously. Mr. Rumosh, it's not what you think. If this madman kills me, you will disappear. Zamasu responded, trying to get rid of the accusations, but he did not seem to achieve it. I do not know. I do not like your attitude, Rumosh muttered. Zamasu would stand up with a dark expression. I will not allow you to make false accusations, Zamasu snapped seriously. Especially a god as spinny as you. Zamasu would launch a surprise attack at Rumosh with a keyblade, but Goku would arrive in time. By holding his wrist, he would do it just in time. He was about to cut Rumosh's neck. Were you going to kill us? Rumosh asked in amazement. No, I was going to kill you, Goku commented, seriously. While applying a key to Zamasu, Zamasu would try to free himself, but he would not succeed. Goku's strength was too much. Let me go, stupid mortal, Zamasu continued furiously. Rumosh, we need to verify the rings of time. Someone has made chaos with them, Goku said. If Zamasu decided to attack me, that means he is not linked to me, Rumosh responded. In a carelessness of Goku, Zamasu would finally be released. No matter what they do, they cannot stop me, Zamasu noted, sure of himself. Suddenly, Zamasu's body would begin to shine in purple tones. Rumosh was pointing it out, and it would disappear with the energy of Hakai. I can't believe it, Kaioshin replied amazed. Rumosh had completely disappeared to Zamasu, and he was still alive. Zamasu is definitely not the one who linked my soul, Rumosh added. Look at that, Goku replied when pointing to the ground. In the area where Zamasu was, you could see one of the rings of time there. I knew it, Goku noted. I told you it did not belong to this line of time, Kaioshin yelled. Rumosh, please trust us. Let's go see the rings of time. Goku would ask, if what they told me is true, there must be hundreds of them. Okay, let's check, Rumosh responded. Goku and the others would go to the room where the rings of time were stored. When opening a compartment, I would notice the destroyed box, since inside it was overflowing with rings of time. It cannot be. This is a chaos, Goku exclaimed. How many rings of time are there in total? Rumosh would ask. I don't know. Maybe about 157, Ku replied.
It's a pretty exact figure, Goku would laugh. Mr. Goku, it's not time for jokes. We have to find out from which timeline came Zamasu, and how did the time machine come to you? Kaioshin shouted. Time machine? Wait a minute. That means you've used technology to create new timelines, Ramosh remarked, while the energy of destruction surrounded his body. No, wait, it's not what you think, Goku snapped, trying to calm him. Mr. Ramosh, please come to your senses, Kaioshin declared. If it weren't for Mr. Goku, we wouldn't have gotten this far. Goku would take a few minutes to explain everything to Ramosh. In particular, he focused on the details about the Zamasas of his time, and how he had killed all the gods. Now, my concern is to know who I have my soul linked to, Ramosh replied. It's hard to believe that these plans were carried out by this same Zamas from before, because if so, it would have been with him whom they linked my soul. Goku would pay attention to the time ring that had let Zamasu fall at the time of disappearing. I think there's only one way to find out, Goku snapped, watching everyone, as if he had made an important decision. Hey, we just talked about time travel not being allowed, Ramosh said. Then tell me how we solve all these rings, Goku noted. I guess Mr. Goku is right, Whis would intervene. Whis, what side are you on? Ramosh furiously remarked. Well, without doing anything, there will be no results, Angel continued. Mr. Goku, we will go with you. Maybe you need our guide, Kaioshin added. No, as Ramosh says, time travel is prohibited, Goku continued. It's better to do this alone. In addition, you must find a way to protect and control all those time rings. The new one has just been created, Whis snapped. There is no time, Goku yelled. Kaioshin, as much as possible, hide the time machine, and if necessary, destroy it, Goku would ask. Of course, as you say, Mr. Goku, Kaioshin snapped. Goku would place the time ring, and, although he did not know how to use it, he would manage to and disappear from there. Heaven! I wonder where he has gone and what awaits him there, Kaioshin worried commented. Goku would be on a planet in ruins. I did not understand where he was. How strange. This place is deserted, Goku declared. There is no sign of life. Goku would concentrate on looking for someone's key, but the entire planet was lifeless. Damn, I even feel like I'm short of air here, Goku added as he tried to breathe. Goku would try to find someone else's key before the air affected him. For a moment, he would be able to feel Beerus's key. Is it really him? Goku would wonder. Goku would use teleportation. He would reach another planet, which, although it had life, did not look like something very pleasant. I'm sure I felt Beerus around here, Goku muttered. Goku would move his head back at the right time. A key ball would rub his nose. That was close, Goku shouted. Black damn it, what did you find me with? Beerus answered. Mr. Beerus, it's me, Goku, Goku replied. It can't be. It has to be a joke, Beerus muttered. Then, Beerus would notice the time ring on Goku's finger. If you are Goku, why do you bring a time ring? Beerus would seriously ask. He still did not trust him. This ring is that of Zamasu, whom I just defeated in another timeline, Goku snapped. I hope you know who Zamasu is, because I came in this ring and I do not know what time I am. Yes, it seems that he will do this, Beerus yelled. Beerus wore a strange brown outfit. He lacked his bracelets and the ring on his ear, in addition to the decorations of the uniform of the God of Destruction. Mr. Beerus, I see it very thin, Goku shouted, noticing the difference. Poor thing, you don't even know where you are, Beerus growled. Well, could you tell me when we are? Goku would ask. If we take into account the date of your birth, 1,000 years after that, Beerus commented. 1,000 years? Goku continued, terrified. That's right, Beerus continued. Many things happened. Among them, I recently left my sacred position to Vegeta. Beerus shouted. Great! Vegeta, a god of destruction! Goku noted, excited. Do not be anxious, Beerus added when ruining Goku's enthusiasm. Just as he became a god of destruction, a few centuries later he died. All because of Zama's. I cannot believe it, Goku added. That's right, if I'm alive, it is thanks to the fact that I am no longer a god of destruction. I think Zama's has forgotten about me, or does not consider me important for his plans. Beerus commented. How did you do it? I just faced a Zama stronger than I knew before, but at a time when I was just a child. You cannot imagine, Beerus yelled. The Zamas, instead of being two, are many more. They formed a kind of union. Some merged with themselves to increase their power, while others changed places with their weaker versions to destroy the timelines from there. Tell me where Zama's is from here. I will defeat him, Goku shouted. Idiot! Do you think you could? I could not make a Vegeta a god of destruction with the Ultra Instinct. You cannot do it, Beerus yelled without hope. I have to be able. For some reason, the time machine came to me, Goku commented. Time machine? Beerus would ask. But I thought you were coming in that time ring. A time machine appeared in the Capsule Corporation. Upon entering, I traveled by accident at a time when Frieza invaded the Earth when he was only 8 years old. Goku would explain. Since that time, I ended up with the Zama's owner of this ring. Goku, that trip was not an accident, Beerus would explain. What do you say? Goku would ask. I sent that time machine to the past. Any time back would come to you, because your timeline is the root of all these, Beerus added. But that machine sent me further back to an altered timeline, Goku shouted. That means that the alterations have escalated more than I thought, Beerus yelled. Yes, 158 timelines, Goku replied. What? Beerus growled. Terrified. Suddenly, Zama's would come to the planet. Impossible. He found you, Beerus responded. Beerus, I had forgotten about you because you are not someone dangerous, but I see that you are annoying, Zama's yelled in a threatening way. Zama's bastard, Goku added, furious. By transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, Goku would throw everything towards Zama's. No, Goku, wait! He would try to stop Beerus, but it would be in vain. Goku would come with a fist bump in front of Zama's, but it would not do him the slightest damage. Then he would attack him with a rain of blows. But Zama's would not bother to defend himself. Goku's blows were like caresses for him. Pathetic, Zama's shouted. Zama's, with a slap, would throw Goku away. He would lose his transformation. I cannot believe it. He could not do that damage to me with a single blow. Goku noted in pain. If you are Goku, it means that you come from the past. You have faced a weaker version of me. Zama's would notice the ring of time on Goku's finger. Now give me that ring. Zama's would scream as he slowly approached Goku. Beerus was terrified. He had just seen Goku on the ground with a simple blow from Zama's. It had been enough to leave him out of the fight. It cannot be. We are finished, Beerus would think. Very well, now I need answers. Where are you coming from, Goku? That doesn't matter to you, Goku exclaimed when he got up and threw a key ball toward Zamasu. Zamasu would not even bother to dodge the attack. After a slight humor, Zamasu looked like nothing. I cannot believe it. Goku snapped, amazed. The difference in power between you and me is too much. I recommend you give up, Zamasu responded. It cannot be. Goku was my last hope, Beerus would think. Zamasu would create a key ball, and if he threw it towards Goku, Beerus would place himself in the middle with his arms crossed, and would receive the attack by him. Beerus, Goku would scream terrified. Beerus would fall on his knees with his arms bleeding. He could not move them from how wounded he was. You have to run! You are our only hope, Beerus growled in a low voice. How much do you talk? I will kill you both for insultancy. Beerus would throw himself with everything towards Zamasu, colliding with his body since he could not move his arms. Then Zamasu would stab Beerus's chest with his keyblade. I should have searched you before to kill you. Disgusting worm, Zamasu continued, furious. Beerus would fall dead to the ground with his eyes white. Zamasu would look for Goku everywhere, but he was not. Escaped, Zamasu commented, furious. I cannot believe it. That disgusting ape made fun of me. Zamasu would observe Beerus's body with hate. Surely he sacrificed himself to escape. Do you have a plan? Zamasu would ask. Goku would hide on another planet while he sought to heal. He had a strong wound on his shoulder that every so often gave him important stitches. Just with a blow he did this to me. I am not a rival to him, Goku responded. Goku would find refuge where to spend time while Zamasu tried to look for Goku's trail everywhere. He can't disappear out of nothing. That idiot must have some method to defeat me.
Otherwise he would not have come with such low power, Zamasu muttered. He would spend a few days while Goku took refuge. He had lowered his ki to the minimum so as not to be detected, although he knew he would have to do something. He could not be long in his timeline, just hiding. Demons, I cannot believe it. I feel so useless in a situation like this, Goku commented. Suddenly Goku would feel the presence of Zamasu, but also someone else. What's going on? Goku would ask. I feel a ki next to Zamasu that seems very familiar, and that they are fighting, but he will not win. Meanwhile, Zamasu would be having a hard battle against someone, but it was another version of Goku that came from another timeline. I'm sure you're not the same one I fought before, Zamasu said. I swear, I do not know what you're talking about, Goku continued. Zamasu and Goku would punch each other, creating a big bang. Then they would exchange several blows, but Goku would gradually wear out. Zamasu was a little stronger than him, and in a late fight he would take advantage as more time passed. If I do not do something, I'm done, Goku noted. Zamasu would throw a ki ball at Goku. He would cross his arms to resist the attack. Even so, he would be fired away by the force of the attack. Demons, that hurt, Goku shouted. The first Goku would arrive with the teleportation. It's me, the first Goku declared. No, you are me. Whatever, the second Goku muttered when he took his double. And get out of there. Damn, there are two. Zamasu snapped furiously. Zamasu would look again for the trace of both Goku, while our friends would be hidden. Why are you here? The first Goku would ask. I guess for the same reason as you, the second Goku declared. I do not know if you are aware, but that Zamasu is the fusion of 3 Zamasus. No wonder he defeated me with a single blow, the first Goku remarked. No problem, we can play the same game, the second Goku noted. The second Goku would take out the Patera claws. The fusion?
"But I'm not very strong compared to you," the first Goku declared. "It does not matter. Those claws are more powerful than you know," the second Goku yelled. "Also, with this, the fusion will be permanent." "What?" the first Goku continued, disconcerted. "But what will happen to your family and mine?" "Ask yourself that if you beat Zamasu," the second Goku yelled. Goku would decide, and finally he would accept to place the clay. "I found them," Zamasu answered to throw a key ball at them. Both Goku would jump, dodging the attack just in time. "Put the clay," the second Goku said. "I already put it," the first Goku replied. "No, we both have it in the left ear." "Put it in the right ear," the second Goku said. Zamasu would throw everything towards the second Goku. They would begin to exchange blows. In a moment, Goku would manage to get away from him, and he would put the clay in his right ear. "Very well," the second Goku commented. "Why did you change the clay?" the first Goku would ask, since he had also put it in his right ear. "Demons!" the second Goku yelled. Zamasu would hit the second Goku hard in the stomach, remaining bent. "It's time to finish you," Zamasu snapped when creating a Keyblade. Zamasu would try to stab him, but Goku would be fired away. He went straight to the other Goku. "It cannot be," Zamasu exclaimed, terrified. Both Goku would finally merge into a new, more powerful Goku. "You are a damn cheater," Zamasu exclaimed out loud. "Look who's talking," Goku added seriously. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, unleashing his new power. Goku would observe his hands. He clearly felt the energy run through his body. "It's your end," Goku shouted. Goku in an instant. Zamasu would arrive with a punch in his stomach. Zamasu would cough blood. Then Goku would attack him with a large number of attacks at high speed. Zamasu would not have any chance. Goku's level was above him. "Bastard," Zamasu continued. "If you tell me what your plans are, I'll let you live," Goku responded. "What are you talking about?" Zamasu would ask. "I prefer to die before ruining everything. Remember that there is more me everywhere. When they fulfill our plans, everything will come out as we wanted." Goku would arrive at Zamasu with a kick in his head, throwing him away. Zamasu would roll on the ground several meters. It would cost him to stand up. "I guess I will have to make you suffer until I make you talk," Goku answered. Goku would throw a ki beam at Zamasu far away. "Talk, so I save killing you," Goku continued. "Never," Zamasu growled. "You're a damn idiot," Goku commented, furious, as he raised his ki. Goku would throw everything toward Zamasu. "Wait," Zamasu remarked. "I'll tell you." "Come on, talk. I don't have all day," Goku declared. "Okay, I'll tell you. But first, one thing," Zamasu noted in a paid way. Zamasu would take advantage of the fact that Goku had lowered the guard, and he would launch a powerful ki attack at short distance. But Goku would manage to dodge it for a while. The attack had rubbed Goku's shoulder, leaving a burn. "What do you want that for?" Goku added. Goku would place his hand in front of Zamasu, and he would disappear completely with a ki attack. There would be nothing left of that Zamasu, only his time ring that had fallen to the ground. "I just hope that while I have killed these 3 Zamasus, they haven't been created even more," Goku would think. Goku would take the time ring of Zamasu. Now he would have 2 of them. "Heavens, I just hope nothing bad will happen to us," Goku continued. Goku would use the new time ring. He would reach another timeline. "What ugly place," Goku added, when he saw a planet almost in ruins. "It doesn't seem that there is intelligent life here." Goku would jump at the right time to dodge an attack. "It cannot be," Goku exclaimed. "Goku? Zamasu?" would Goku ask. "But a Zamasu fusioned with black. I see that you bring the Patera clay. Have you fusioned between 2 versions of yourself? It's nothing different than what your other versions are doing." "Bitch,
Goku said. "And you have 2 time rings. That means you have defeated 2 of mine," Zamasu answered. "It's a shame, because you will not get farther than that." Zamasu would raise his ki to the maximum, scaring Goku. "Damn, it's strong," Goku continued, amazed. In a moment, Zamasu would be on Goku with a simple punch. He would throw him away, making him crash into a cliff. Goku would come out of the rubble by transforming into Super Saiyan Blue. "Bastard, I'll end you," Goku noted, furious. Goku would throw everything toward Zamasu, but when he arrived with a punch, Zamasu would hold his hand without greater effort. "Do you only have that?" Zamasu would ask. Zamasu would support his hand on Goku's chest, and with an explosion of ki, he would throw him away. Goku would fall to the ground seriously injured. He would begin to cough to recover his breath. "It is not possible. It is stronger than the previous one," Goku growled. "I am Zamasu, most Zamasus of all, created from 10 versions of ourselves. What do you think? I was not ready for this," Zamasu growled seriously. "I have traveled from timeline to timeline, killing versions of you and strengthening myself with my versions. There are almost not many of you left. It's time to finish them all at once."
Zamasu would throw a rain of ki balls at Goku. He would dodge them by moving from side to side, but after a few seconds, he could no longer do it. Goku would receive all the other attacks, creating a sequence of explosions on him. "It's time to die," Zamasu exclaimed when he threw himself at Goku, but someone would come kicking his neck, interrupting his step. "Damn it!" Zamasu shouted when he fell to the ground. "Vegeta!" Goku said, amazed. Goku was surprised to see a Vegeta with the Potara armpits on. "Vegeta, you are the fusion of 2 versions of you," Goku responded, happy. "I knew that no matter in what timeline this happens, you could not do it alone," Vegeta declared. "After all, he is still a low-class warrior." "Vegeta." Zamasu snapped out of himself. "Kakarot, we do not waste time." Vegeta would take one of the Potara armpits and he would give it to Goku. Zamasu had no time to avoid it. Goku and Vegeta would merge, appearing an improved Vegito. "Now, yes, it's your end," Vegito remarked when he transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta would reach Zamasu, and both would begin to force. Their strength seemed to be the same. "You are a disgusting worm," Zamasu said, furious. Zamasu would manage to make fun of the grip and would kick Vegeta, throwing him away. Then Zamasu, he would create a Keyblade and go after Vegito. Even so, Vegeta would dodge each of the attacks. At one point, Vegeta would take Zamasu from the doll and would force the Keyblade, disappearing it completely. "You are nothing, Zamasu," Vegito muttered. Vegeta would hit Zamasu, throwing him away. Then he would throw a Ki Ray that would directly impact him. Vegeta would go with everything toward Zamasu, but this would disappear at the last moment. "Where did he get?" Vegeta would ask. Vegeta would receive a kick in the back that would make him fall to the ground. "Zamasu!" Vegito noted, furious. "Do you think you can defeat me just with that? Remember that you are in front of a god belonging to dozens of timelines." Zamasu smiled. "I guess it will be better to end this once and for all," Vegito said. Vegeta would scream, raising his ki to the maximum. Then he would advance his hands to make the final flash. He would accumulate ki in them, and he would take them back as if it were the Kamehameha. "Final Kamehameha!" Vegito would scream to launch his attack toward Zamasu. After that confrontation with Broly, everything seemed to go normally on Earth, until suddenly something strange would happen. On Earth, a strange event would be happening. A gray fog covered everything in its path. All over the planet, our friends would be looking for answers,
since the plants were dying. Also, the insects and some small animals. At one point, Bulma was studying all the data of the Earth on her computer. Goku and Vegeta would come to talk to her. "Bulma, could you find out something?" Goku would ask. "Nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just sure that the whole Earth is being affected," Bulma answered. Suddenly, Bulma would receive a call through her communicator. It was about Jaco. "Jaco, what do you want? I'm busy," Bulma continued. "I guess you're investigating a fog that's threatening life on Earth," Jaco snapped. "Hey, how do you know?" Bulma would ask. "Because it's not just on Earth, it's in the whole galaxy," Jaco said. "How can a simple fog attack the whole galaxy? That doesn't make sense," Bulma furiously would answer. "Bulma, listen to him. Maybe he knows something," Goku declared. "Well, that's what we know. From the Galactic Patrol, we are receiving reports from every corner of the galaxy on this subject," Jaco would explain. "We have no idea what's going on either." "Heavens, I don't know what to do," Goku growled. "Well, we'll have to ask Whis and Beerus. They're the only ones who can know what's going on," Bulma remarked. On the planet of Beerus, the God of Destruction was sleeping, while the angel would realize something unusual. "Wow, how strange," Whis commented, while he appreciated how the trees lost their leaves. Little by little, life on the planet would begin to fade while the fog became present. "Wow, it's been a long time since something like this happened," Whis responded. Whis's baculum would ring by Bulma's call. "Whis, we need your help," Bulma responded. "Is it about the fog that affects life?" "How do you know?" Bulma would ask. "Because I can also see it here, and I know what it's about," Whis exclaimed. "I'll wake up Beerus and we'll go to Earth." "Great!" Bulma exclaimed. Minutes later, Whis and Beerus would arrive on Earth. The God of Destruction was still asleep, since he left as soon as he had woken up. "Wow, I hope it's something important. I'm very sleepy," Beerus responded. "Oh, Beerus, you don't remember anything I told you?" Whis replied. "Well, of course not. I told you I was sleeping on the way," Beerus responded, and then Bustus muttered. "Whis, please tell us what's going on," Bulma would ask. "Turns out that it seems that the God of Death is in his last moments," Whis would explain. "God of Death?" Goku exclaimed, confused. "I didn't know that existed." "Well, yes," Whis said. "In each universe there is a God of creation and a God of destruction. But without life and without death, nothing would make sense." "Wait, wouldn't that be a God of life?" Goku would ask. "Death is what makes the living alive. Without it, there is no life," Whis muttered. "That's how life exists. If there was no death, nothing would be alive," Beerus declared. "Hey, I see you very calm. Remember that you are also living beings," Bulma commented. "We are gods. We are not affected by that," Beerus said. "Beerus is right. The existence of the God of Death affects mortals," Whis continued. "And why is that?" Goku would ask. "I don't know. Maybe the word mortal tells you something," Beerus responded, making fun of Goku. "Oh, well, that makes sense," Goku remarked. "We have to find that God of Death and see what happens," Vegeta exclaimed. "He's probably about to die and he hasn't found his successor," Whis exclaimed. "Well, we'll have to go see him. Find someone." "Where will it be?" Goku would ask. "Do you want to be a God of Death?" Beerus asked. "What? No way! I prefer to continue being a Saiyan," Goku added. "I could be a Saiyan God of Death," Whis replied. "It doesn't Kong me," Goku growled. "That suits Vegeta well." "Wow, you finally say something smart," Vegeta smiled. "Vegeta, do you really want to be a God of Death?" Bulma would ask. "Well, my profile fits," Vegeta continued. "It's true. With how bitter you are to death, it won't mean anything to you." "Hey, show some respect," Vegeta continued. "Don't stress yourself, or you could die," Goku laughed. "Mr. Goku, this isn't the time for jokes," Whis growled. "Life can cease to exist just as you know it if you don't do something," Beerus remarked.
"Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it so lightly," Goku replied. "Could you go find that god of death right now?" impatient Bulma would ask. "Well, we'd have to go to hell," Whis continued. "I'm sure the god of death must be there, since that's his temple." Goku and Vegeta would be taken to hell by Whis and Beerus in search of the god of death. Goku would start coughing. Vegeta would be sleepy. "I don't feel well," Goku declared. "To be honest, neither do I," Vegeta commented. "If we don't hurry, they'll..." would throw a rain of ki balls at Goku. He would dodge them by moving from side to side, but after a few seconds, he could no longer do it. Goku would receive all the other attacks, creating a sequence of explosions on him. "It's time to die," Zamasu exclaimed when he threw himself at Goku, but someone would come kicking his neck, interrupting his step. "Damn it!" Zamasu shouted when he fell to the ground. "Vegeta!" Goku said, amazed. Goku was surprised to see a Vegeta with the Potara armpits on. "Vegeta, you are the fusion of two versions of you," Goku responded, happy. "I knew that no matter in what timeline this happens, you could not do it alone," Vegeta declared. "After all, he is still a low-class warrior." "Vegeta." Zamasu snapped out of himself. "Kakarot, we do not waste time." Vegeta would take one of the Potara armpits and he would give it to Goku. Zamasu had no time to avoid it. Goku and Vegeta would merge, appearing an improved Vegito. "Now, yes, it's your end," Vegito remarked when he transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta would reach Zamasu, and both would begin to force. Their strength seemed to be the same. "You are a disgusting worm," Zamasu said, furious. Zamasu would manage to make fun of the grip and would kick Vegeta, throwing him away. Then Zamasu, he would create a Keyblade and go after Vegito. Even so, Vegeta would dodge each of the attacks. At one point, Vegeta would take Zamasu from the doll and would force the Keyblade, disappearing it completely. "You are nothing, Zamasu," Vegeta muttered. Vegeta would hit Zamasu, throwing him away. Then he would throw a Ki Ray that would directly impact him. Vegeta would go with everything toward Zamasu, but this would disappear at the last moment. "Where did he get?" Vegeta would ask. Vegeta would receive a kick in the back that would make him fall to the ground. "Zamasu!" Vegeta noted, furious. "Do you think you can defeat me just with that? Remember that you are in front of a god belonging to dozens of timelines." Zamasu smiled. "I guess it will be better to end this once and for all," Vegeta said. Vegeta would scream, raising his ki to the maximum. Then he would advance his hands to make the final flash. He would accumulate ki in them, and he would take them back as if it were the Kamehameha. "Final Kamehameha!" Vegeta would scream to launch his attack towards Zamasu. After that confrontation with Broly, everything seemed to go normally on Earth, until suddenly, something strange would happen. On Earth, a strange event would be happening. A gray fog covered everything in its path. All over the planet, our friends would be looking for answers, since the plants were dying. Also, the insects and some small animals. At one point, Bulma was studying all the data of the Earth on her computer. Goku and Vegeta would come to talk to her. "Bulma, could you find out something?" Goku would ask. "Nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just sure that the whole Earth is being affected," Bulma answered. Suddenly, Bulma would receive a call through her communicator. It was about Jaco. "Jaco, what do you want? I'm busy," Bulma continued. "I guess you're investigating a fog that's threatening life on Earth," Jaco snapped. "Hey, how do you know?" Bulma would ask. "Because it's not just on Earth, it's in the whole galaxy," Jaco said. "How can a simple fog attack the whole galaxy? That doesn't make sense," Bulma furiously would answer. "Bulma, listen to him. Maybe he knows something," Goku declared. Well, that's what we know. From the Galactic Patrol, we are receiving reports from every corner of the galaxy on this subject, Jaco would explain. We have no idea what's going on either. Heavens, I don't know what to do, Goku growled. Well, we'll have to ask Whis and Beerus. They're the only ones who can know what's going on, Bulma remarked. On the planet of Beerus, the God of Destruction was sleeping, while the angel would realize something unusual. Wow, how strange, Whis commented, while he appreciated how the trees lost their leaves. Little by little, life on the planet would begin to fade while the fog became present. Wow, it's been a long time since something like this happened, Whis responded. Whis's baculum would ring by Bulma's call. Whis, we need your help, Bulma responded. Is it about the fog that affects life? How do you know? Bulma would ask. Because I can also see it here, and I know what it's about, Whis exclaimed. I'll wake up Beerus and we'll go to Earth. Great, Bulma exclaimed. Minutes later, Whis and Beerus would arrive on Earth. The God of Destruction was still asleep, since he left as soon as he had woken up. Wow, I hope it's something important. I'm very sleepy, Beerus responded. Oh, Beerus, you don't remember anything I told you? Whis replied. Well, of course not. I told you I was sleeping on the way, Beerus responded, and then Bustus muttered. Whis, please tell us what's going on, Bulma would ask. Turns out that it seems that the God of Death is in his last moments, Whis would explain. God of Death? Goku exclaimed, confused. I didn't know that existed. Well, yes, Whis said. In each universe there is a God of creation and a God of destruction. But without life and without death, nothing would make sense. Wait, wouldn't that be a God of life? Goku would ask. Death is what makes the living alive. Without it, there is no life, Whis muttered. That's how life exists. If there was no death, nothing would be alive, Beerus declared. Hey, I see you very calm. Remember that you are also living beings, Bulma commented. We are gods. We are not affected by that, Beerus said. Beerus is right. The existence of the God of Death affects mortals, Whis continued. And why is that? Goku would ask. I don't know. Maybe the word mortal tells you something, Beerus responded, making fun of Goku. Oh, well that makes sense, Goku remarked. We have to find that God of Death and see what happens, Vegeta exclaimed. He's probably about to die and he hasn't found his successor, Whis exclaimed. Well, we'll have to go see him. Find someone. Where will it be? Goku would ask. Do you want to be a God of Death? Beerus asked. What? No way! I prefer to continue being a Saiyan, Goku added. I could be a Saiyan God of Death, Whis replied. It doesn't Kong me, Goku growled. That suits Vegeta well. Wow, you finally say something smart, Vegeta smiled. Vegeta, do you really want to be a God of Death? Bulma would ask. Well, my profile fits, Vegeta continued. It's true. With how bitter you are to death, it won't mean anything to you. Hey, show some respect, Vegeta continued. Don't stress yourself, or you could die, Goku laughed. Mr. Goku, this isn't the time for jokes, Whis growled. Life can cease to exist just as you know it if you don't do something, Beerus remarked. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it so lightly, Goku replied. Could you go find that God of Death right now? Impatient Bulma would ask. Well, we'd have to go to hell, Whis continued. I'm sure the God of Death must be there, since that's his temple. Goku and Vegeta would be taken to hell by Whis and Beerus in search of the God of Death. Goku would start coughing. Vegeta would be sleepy. I don't feel well, Goku declared. To be honest, neither do I, Vegeta commented. If we don't hurry, they'll disappear, Whis commented. What? Goku answered, terrified. If the God of Death disappears, there won't be death.
There won't be life. There won't be mortals, Beerus growled. That means there won't even be souls left, Vegeta muttered. You said it right. I see you're more attentive than Mr. Goku, Whis noted.
"See, you're good for nothing," Vegeta responded. A few minutes later, our friends would arrive at Hell, precisely at the temple of the God of Death. "Here it is," Whis would point to the temple. "I haven't been here in a long time," Beerus answered. "Do you know the God of Death?" Goku would ask. "Of course I do. When you have a problem with someone who unbalances Hell, call me so I can destroy him," Beerus yelled. "One of the tasks of the God of Death is to avoid chaos in the world of the dead," Whis growled. "If the dead escape, chaos will be unleashed in the world of the living. It's like when Dr. Masahiro escaped from Hell." "Who?" Beerus snapped. "It was the ghost he destroyed when he tasted that food on Earth." "Oh yeah, that one. I never knew how he escaped from Hell." "Honestly, I don't care," Beerus replied. Upon entering the temple, you would see the God of Death lying on the ground. "It can't be. We're late," Goku growled. "If we had arrived late, you wouldn't be here," Whis declared. Whis would approach the God of Death. He would try to assist him. "Are you okay?" Whis would ask. "Something like that," the God of Death remarked. "How long, Takeo?" Beerus continued. "What's Takeo's name?" Goku noted. "I'm too old. Besides, someone has attacked me, and I haven't found a successor," Takeo remarked. "I see 2 mortals have arrived. Before you die, please choose one to be your successor," Whis said. "I'll be the God of Death," Vegeta declared when taking a step forward. "A man of great character and a lot of courage," Takeo replied. "I'll give you the essence you need to be a god, and part of my memories so you can understand what you have to do." "Okay, I'm ready," Vegeta responded. "Vegeta, congratulations! You will be a God of Death," Goku continued. "Shut up," Vegeta noted. Takeo would put an expression, something he didn't like about Vegeta, and it was his arrogance. Takeo would sit down. With the few forces he had left, he would create a mysterious energy ball in his hands. "What is that?" Goku would ask. "It's his essence," Whis yelled. "The essence of a God of Death." "Come on, hurry up," Vegeta noted. "Vegeta may be about to die. Leave him alone," Goku muttered. "I see," Takeo would think. "In the end, I did everything I had to do to find the right one." Takeo would throw the energy ball at Vegeta, but by making contact with him, he would pass it on, as if he completely ignored him. "But what?" Vegeta said, confused. "The energy ball would reach Goku." "I can't believe it," Whis noted, amazed. "No, why me?" Goku would ask. Goku's body would begin to light up little by little. Then he would scream in pain. He felt too much energy in his body. "Hey, what did you do?" Vegeta shouted. Takeo looked upset with him. "You are not worthy of being a God of Death. You are too arrogant," Takeo commented. Takeo would faint. His body would turn ash and disappear. Goku would continue to scream in pain. The new power was overwhelming him. "Kakarot, you're a damned bastard," Vegeta added. Whis and Whis would begin to distrust Vegeta. They didn't like his attitude at all. "Have more respect. You're talking to a God of Death," Whis growled seriously. "What was missing? He still receives the support of the gods," Vegeta would think. "Always under the shadow of Goku, and now he's a god. I'm fed up with this." Goku would fall on his knees. He regained his breath little by little.
Heavens, that was intense. Does it feel good? Whis would ask. Goku's eyes would shine in a purple hue. For a moment. Then they would return to normal. Yes, I'm fine, Goku snapped. I imagine you must be proud. You took away from me the possibility of being a god, Vegeta exclaimed. First of all, it wasn't my fault. Second of all, being a god of death is not about playing to be important. It's a matter of responsibility, Goku muttered seriously. Maybe that's why Takeo rejected you as a god of death. What did you say? Vegeta would ask furiously. Goku and Vegeta's gazes did not separate from each other. Both observed with hatred. This will not be like this, Vegeta would think. I think it will be better to leave, Whis answered. Whis and Whis would return with Goku and Vegeta. The atmosphere was tense. Both Saiyans did not say a word. Upon arrival on Earth, Vegeta would leave without saying a single word. Vegeta, where are you going? Goku would ask, but Vegeta would ignore him and leave. I don't like Vegeta's attitude at all, Beerus muttered. Goku, you better be careful. No problem. It will pass, Goku declared. The important thing is that now everything will be fine. We'll have to go. If you have any questions, call us, please. I shouted so. Remember that now he is a real god, and not only when he transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. Wait, wouldn't I have to live in hell? I would ask Goku. It would be more comfortable for you, but that is something that you will have to solve yourself, I explained, Whis. Just by existing, you are already maintaining the balance. Suffice to say that instead of being immortal, you will have great longevity. I exclaimed Beerus. Beerus and Whis would retire, leaving Goku on Earth. Everything seemed to go in order. Meanwhile, Vegeta would arrive at the Capsule Corporation. Vegeta, it was solved, I said Buluma. Don't bother me, I would answer Vegeta in a bad mood. Wow, you never change. I can't believe you talk to your own wife like that. I exclaimed Buluma is annoying. Where are the Dragon Balls? I would ask Vegeta seriously. They are saved. Why do you want them? I would ask Buluma. Not at all. I was just asking, I answered Vegeta as he moved away. Vegeta, is something wrong? I would ask Buluma, but Vegeta continued without saying anything else. Goku would arrive at his house and talk to Milt about his new position as God of Death. I can't believe it. Are you really a God of Death? I would ask Milt, surprised. Well, yes, I know it can be a little scary, but it was necessary to maintain the balance in the universe, I added Goku. Honey, I can't be more proud of you, I added Milt. You're a hero, and now I'm the wife of a god. Well, it's true, I yelled Goku, a little embarrassed. Kaioshin and Kibito would arrive at Goku's house. Mr. Goku, I just found out everything, I replied Kaioshin. Well, now we're colleagues, I replied Goku, shaking Kaioshin's hand. Wow, I never thought he would become a god, and less in such a short time. Well, let me congratulate him, I snapped Kaioshin. I imagine he will take over with the responsibility he deserves, I replied Kibito seriously. Of course, although the memories of the previous God of Death are somewhat vague, I think I'll have to be training my mind for a while, I replied Goku. It seems perfect, I replied Kaioshin. On the planet of Beerus, the God of Destruction was very worried. He didn't like Vegeta's attitude at all. I see him more serious than usual. Is he worried about Vegeta? I would ask Beerus.
I'm worried about Vegeta because Takeo chose Goku instead of Vegeta, I growled Beerus.
I understand that Vegeta's arrogance is not worthy, but Goku, as a god of death, I don't know. I don't feel it according to the position. Maybe it would be better to be aware of the Earth, I replied Beerus, although I don't think Vegeta can do anything to Goku if he proposes it. It's a matter of time for Goku's power to start elevating itself to be a god. Yes, that's true, I continued Beerus. Well, who knows? At any moment, Mr. Goku could beat him, I noted Beerus. Don't say nonsense, I shouted Beerus, furioso. On Earth, Vegeta was about to take the Dragon Balls. He would do it without Bulma noticing. Once he takes the 7, he would run away with them. I'll take care of Kakarot for stealing me the opportunity to be a god, I would think Vegeta. Vegeta would reach a mountain far from any civilization. It was still day, so I would decide to wait for the night in such a way as not to attract attention to others when asking for their wish, since every time Shenlong is called, the sky darkens. In the Capsule Corporation, Bulma would notice Vegeta's absence. Wow, that good-for-nothing disappeared again, I commented Bulma. He probably went to train there and wasn't even able to tell me what happened. Goku surely became a god of death and is eager to test his new powers. Goku was somewhere on Earth, far from everything. He was meditating to have more understanding of the memories that the previous god of death had left him. Now I can understand why Takeo rejected Vegeta. The power of a god of death does not go in strength. It goes in the abilities that one acquires, I would think Goku. Any being with some resentment could use this power to claim revenge and abuse power. Goku, I would listen to Goku's voice of Kaio-sama in his mind. Kaio-sama, is everything okay? I would ask Goku. You have to come right now, I replied Kaio-sama. Goku said another moment. I would arrive at Kaio-sama's planet. Oh my God! I shouted, terrified Kaio-sama. When I meant that you should come as soon as possible, I didn't think you would literally do it. Yes, I'm sorry. The previous god of death knew how to do it, and now I do it as if I always knew how to do it. I responded, Goku. I imagine you are aware that now I am a god of death. Yes, of course I am aware. My position forces me to know everything that happens, I continued Kaio-sama. At least you are more attentive than the Kaioshin, I growled Goku. Goku, this is serious. Something strange happens in hell, I responded Kaio-sama. Tell me, I would ask Goku. Some souls in hell are escaping to the world of the living, and others escape from their prisons and wander through hell, I noted Kaio-sama. I understand. I'll go there and solve it, I remarked Goku. Wait, you don't understand, I replied Kaio-sama. What's going on? I would ask Goku, confused. That souls escape from hell, although it is not something very easy to do, is the most understandable of that desire. But that they escape from their prisons and stay wandering in hell is something very suspicious, I growled Kaio-sama. If you have the memories of the previous god of death, you should have it present. That means they are planning something. Thank you very much for the warning, I remarked Goku, and I would disappear from there. Wow, this Goku is still a distraction, I said Kaio-sama. Kaio-sama, I growled Goku when he arrived. Kaio-sama would scream terrified. Goku, luckily I'm already dead. If not, you would have killed me with a heart attack, I said, furious Kaio-sama. That's what I came for, I added Goku with laughter. Goku would stretch his hand towards Kaio-sama. The halo above his head would disappear. What? I'm alive? I continued, surprised Kaio-sama.
Well, now that I'm a god of death, I control life and death, I continued Goku. Remember that you are dead because of me, so I paid you the favor I owed you. Great. I don't know how much I appreciate it, I shouted, happy Kaio-sama. By the way, don't you forget something. Yes, it's true. Bubblies and Gregory would join. They were also dead. Guys, I will also revive you, I muttered Goku in a gentle way. Goku would carry out the same process with both and revive them. Very well, my debt is paid, I muttered Goku, and I would retire from there. Goku would go to visit Enma Zeno-sama. I wanted to talk to him. Hello, Enma, I replied Goku when he arrived. What do you want? I'm busy, I added Enma Zeno-sama. Hey, have more respect. You're talking to the god of death, I said Goku. Yes, I know. I'm always aware of everything that happens in heaven and hell, I commented Enma Zeno-sama. Well, if you know everything, who attacked Takeo? I would ask Goku. I don't know, I commented Enma Zeno-sama. Goku would get upset. A gust of wind would shake the temple from beyond. Some of Enma Zeno-sama's papers would fly out. Don't overdo it. You said you knew everything, I replied Goku. Hey, be careful, I said Enma Zeno-sama. You're supposed to have Takeo's memories. Look at his memories. The person who attacked Takeo did it from behind. He couldn't see it, I exclaimed Goku. I need answers. Well, find out. My job is to bring souls to heaven or hell. Yours is to be alive and eliminate the souls that escape to the world of the living, I would answer Enma Zeno-sama in a bad mood. Whatever, I remarked Goku, and I remarked Dayu. Goku would begin to travel to hell. He was looking for answers. I understand that several beings are wandering here. I imagine the ogres must be in trouble. I added Goku. On Earth, Bulma would realize that the Dragon Balls were not there. It can't be. Someone stole the Dragon Balls, I snapped terrified Bulma. Mom, what's going on? I would ask Trunks, seeing his mother worried. Someone stole the Dragon Balls, I would explain Bulma. Then use the Dragon Balls radar before you ask for a wish, I yelled Trunks. I already tried. Whoever it is, if he didn't use them, he has them locked somewhere where the radar can't detect them, I added Bulma. Bulma would be thoughtful for a moment. She would easily realize what was happening. Vegeta! I responded furious Bulma. Bulma would take a ship and set on a journey in search of Vegeta, since it was more evident that he had stolen them. I can't believe that big idiot took them without even telling me. You'll see when you see him. He will know what he awaits, I remarked furious Bulma. Vegeta was meditating. He had the Dragon Balls hidden in a box that protected them from being detected by any radar. It was already getting dark, but he still didn't decide what wish to ask. I took the Dragon Balls to take revenge on Kakarot. But where is my pride if I use magical powers to fulfill my ambitions? I would ask Vegeta. Although I would have to be the god of death, I'm not sure how right it is to ask for a wish to change my position with Goku. Bulma would manage to find Vegeta. There you are, big idiot, I exclaimed Bulma while landing the ship. Damn, the Mad One has arrived, I replied Vegeta in a bad mood. Vegeta, what are you supposed to do? But Vegeta would completely ignore her. Hey, I'm talking to you. You can't be so rude with your own wife. Go away. I'm busy, I exclaimed, Vegeta. I'm not going anywhere without you telling me what's going on, I growled Bulma. That now you are a god of death does not give you the right to take the Dragon Balls without my permission, you understand? I am not a god of death, I declared Vegeta. Wait, but if you are not, how did everything work out? I would ask Bulma. Kakarot was chosen as the god of death, I exclaimed. Vegeta, what? No, it can't be possible.
I thought the position was for you, I remarked Bulma something sad. She was putting herself in Vegeta's place. Shut up, I don't need your pity, Vegeta would scream out loud. Vegeta, I yelled Bulma, trying to understand him. Bulma would sit next to Vegeta. She would remain silent for a few minutes. Do you have a plan to use the Dragon Balls? I would ask Bulma. No, I still don't know what to do with them, Vegeta would answer more calmly. He seemed to calm down little by little. Well, it doesn't matter. Ask what you ask, I will support you, Bulma smiled. Meanwhile, Goku traveled to Hell in search of the souls that were free. He would find several members of Frieza's army, causing chaos. It can't be. If it's not Frieza, it's his army, I said Goku in a bad mood. Frieza's men would see Goku. They would be terrified of his presence. That's the guy who defeated Frieza, I yelled one of the soldiers when he recognized him. Hey, can you explain what you're doing? I would ask Goku in a bad mood. Attack! We're already dead. He can't do anything to us, I responded another soldier. All the soldiers would throw themselves at Goku at the same time, but none of his attacks would do him the slightest damage. Stop trying. You just make me angrier with you, I commented Goku, seriously. But the soldiers didn't stop. Goku with a ki blast would drive away each of Frieza's soldiers. They would all fall to the ground, but they would throw themselves at him again. Normally, he would avoid hurting them, but they escaped from their prisons, and surely they have something to do with Takeo's death, I muttered Goku. Goku would release an energy soul that, at the moment of making contact with each of Frieza's soldiers, would completely destroy them. Not even their souls were left. So everything will be in order, I continued Goku seriously. Suddenly, Goku would be hit in the back, and he would fall to the ground instantly. Damn, someone attacked me by surprise, I remarked Goku. Goku would stand up. The blow had been strong. He would still hurt his back. Where are you? I would ask Goku when he put on guard, but he couldn't feel anyone's presence. Damn, I know someone is here, but I can't feel anything, I snapped Goku. An arm would come out of his stomach. Someone had attacked him from behind. Damn, I muttered Goku terrified. He would be shaking while his sight was clouded. Apparently now there was nothing that the Saiyan could do to get out of it alive. Goku had been seriously injured. He could see the hand in his stomach. Goku would hold the wrist to not lose the attacker. He could only realize that it was a red hand. Don't go anywhere, I declared Goku after coughing blood. The hand would come out anyway. Goku would fall on his knees. He was agonizing. Goku would take his fingers to his forehead and would change position with the teleportation just in time. A giant arm had infected on the ground just in the area where Goku was. Where did the arm come from? Goku would wonder. Goku would notice that the arm was born from a small portal. The arm would go up and the portal would close. Now I understand why I don't feel your kick, Goku would think. Goku would watch everywhere. He didn't see anyone. Damn, this wound is fatal, Goku continued. Goku would lose a lot of blood, but he would take courage not to let himself be defeated. Goku would take his hands to the wound. After concentrating energy on it, he would close the hole. Even so, he was in terrible condition. At least I stopped bleeding. But I need to heal this wound in the best way, Goku noted. A portal would open behind Goku. The red hand would come out again, but with a prepared ki ball. The ki ball would come out to say goodbye directly to Goku, but he would dodge it just in time. Although in the sudden movement, he would feel a strong stab in the area of the wound. There you are, Goku responded to throw a ki beam at the hand, but it would hide in the portal. I have to get out of here, Goku declared. Goku would use teleportation to the planet of Kaio-sama. Goku, are you okay? Kaio-sama would ask. To be honest, I'm not okay at all, Goku yelled. Goku would fall to the ground. He would lose consciousness. Hours later, Goku would finally wake up. "What happened?" Goku would ask. "I have healed your wounds," Kaiosama replied. "You arrived at the right time. You lost a lot of blood. If it was because you closed the wound, you would have died." "Wow, I appreciate it," Goku yelled. "If I didn't have the Takeo memories, I wouldn't have been able to close it. If I had received the blow being immortal, I would be dead. Goku, you will have to open your eyes. Hell is even worse than before, and I haven't been able to see who the cause is," Kaiosama replied. "I managed to see it," Goku replied. "Seriously?" Kaiosama would ask. "Yes, well, more or less," Goku commented. "I managed to see a red hand and a giant arm. He moved his limbs through portals, so I couldn't feel his presence. Red hand? That sounds very strange," Kaiosama answered, confused. After a few seconds, Kaiosama would be terrified. "Red hand!" Kaiosama remarked. "Yes, a red hand. What about that?" Goku would ask. "And you said you had a stretched arm," Kaiosama continued. "Do you know who it is?" Goku would ask. "I hope I'm wrong, but if my suspicions are true, it's the demon Yanemba," Kaiosama continued, terrified. "Yanemba? Yanemba is a demon created from the accumulation of evil souls. It has the knowledge of millions of beings. That is done by, among other things, a great martial artist," Kaiosama explained. "Now stop wasting time and look for the Kaioshin. Yanemba is a threat. His existence distorts space and time and cancels the presence of a god of death." "How does he cancel my presence?" Goku would ask, terrified. "It means that if Yanemba returns, that there is a god of death and he will be in vain. Yanemba causes the living to be dead and the dead to be alive at the same time," Kaiosama noted. "Okay, I'll go with the Kaioshin and I will take care of it," Goku replied. Goku would go out to teleportation and would reach the planet of the Kaioshin. "Mr. Goku, we are aware of everything," the Kaioshin commented. "We heard the conversation and we know that it can be Yanemba. I have to find Yanemba and eliminate him," Goku noted. "Mr. Goku, it's not that easy," the Kaioshin continued. "Yanemba is a demonic being. His existence is not based on this plane. He does not belong to the world of the living and the dead. That is why demons are not killed, but sealed," Kibito shouted. "We believe that his seal has weakened, and that is why he projects his limbs through portals." A small portal would open behind the Kaioshin. When leaving, a hand with a key ball pointed straight at the Kaioshin.
Goku would notice the time. "Be careful," Goku remarked when covering Kaioshin. Goku would place himself in front of the Kaioshin. He would receive the ball of ki by crossing his arms. Even so, despite covering himself, he would come out far. "Damn, it's very strong," Goku answered when noticing how his arms released smoke. "Kaioshin, be careful," Kibito answered. Another portal would be created behind Kibito. The hand would go through his chest. "Kibito!" the terrified Kaioshin yelled. Goku would cut the arm with the edge of his hand. The hand would be loose, but it still had its own will. The portal would close, but the hand would shoot balls of ki everywhere. Goku would take the hand out of Kibito's interior, throw it to the ground, and disintegrate it with a ki attack. "Kibito, are you okay?" the terrified Kaioshin would ask. "Let me help you," Goku growled when approaching Kibito. Goku would try to close Kibito's wound, but he would realize that it was too late. "He's dead," Goku shouted seriously. "I can't believe it." "We have to do something to stop him," Kaioshin growled. Goku would take Kaioshin by the arm. With the teleportation, he would reach the planet of Beerus. "Mr. Goku, is something happening?" Beerus would ask. "Where is Beerus?" Goku would ask. "Sleeping nap," Beerus responded. "Wake him up right now. Your life is in danger," Goku replied, alert. Goku and the others would go to wake Beerus up, although it would not be an easy task. After several attempts, the God of Destruction would open his eyes. "What are you doing interrupting the dream of a God of Destruction?" Beerus added in a threatening way. "Beerus, stop fooling around. Your life is in danger," Goku shouted in a bad mood.
What are you talking about? Beerus would ask in a bad mood. Does anyone want to kill Kaioshin? Beerus responded. And it seems that it is the demon Janemba. Janemba? Beerus declared, terrified. How is it possible? It is supposed that he had been carved into oblivion. Well, it turns out that wherever he is creating portals that allow him to attack, Goku shouted. They are small portals where he only takes out his limbs, but he almost managed to kill me with a fatal wound and managed to assassinate Kibito. I think it is more than clear that we must guard Kaioshin if he wants to conserve life, Beerus exclaimed. Damn it, Janemba is an alpha-type demon. He cannot be destroyed with Hakai energy, Beerus commented. I'm sure it was Janemba who killed Tekio, Goku remarked. His presence annuls the god of death. If he manages to escape, everything will be lost. There is one thing he can do, and I think more than one will benefit. On Earth, Vegeta had just arrived at the Capsule Corporation. Bulma was with him. Vegeta, make the decision you make, I will agree with you, Bulma yelled. Let's better keep the Dragon Spheres, it was a stupid idea, Vegeta muttered seriously. Suddenly, the fog would begin to appear again, but this time thinner than the first time. What the hell? Bulma said. The grass would begin to wither slowly. Is Kakarot dead? Vegeta would ask. It can't be Goku, you can't be defeated like nothing, Bulma remarked. Bulma would try to communicate with Jocko, but she would not succeed. Damn good-for-nothing does not answer, Bulma furiously noted. Janemba was in some part of hell. He had just managed to get out of his seal that kept him in prison for so many years. At last, after an eternity, I managed to escape. Janemba growled to free himself. Hell would begin to crumble little by little, only by the presence of Janemba that altered the balance. Janemba materialized a sword. He would throw a punch into the air, creating a portal. As it passed through it, he would reach some part of space. Conquest is the plan of the living, Janemba said. I have to find Goku once and for all to manage to assassinate him and make me with the universe. On Earth, Goku and Will would reach the Capsule Corporation. The Kaioshin had remained in Beerus's protection as a security measure, since if he died, Beerus would inevitably do it. Vegeta, I finally find you, Goku continued. Kakarot, Vegeta would ask, confused. I thought you were dead. Everything is decaying like when they killed the god of the previous death. There are many things to explain to you. I don't have time, Goku added. I need to ask you a huge favor that only you can do. Don't do anything if you don't explain me what is going on, Vegeta explained. A demon that was sealed a long time ago escaped. His presence counteracts that of the god of death as if there were no one. Whis growled with simplicity. Well, it was easier to explain than I thought, Goku growled with laughter. Goku, then all beings will disappear, even if you are the god of death? Bulma would ask worried. No, I have an idea, Goku declared. I need the Dragon Spheres. How good we have them together, Bulma added. Janemba would arrive on Earth. Our friends would not take long to feel his presence. It can't be, he came this far, Goku continued. There is no doubt, I have never seen it, but that dark presence cannot be from another person. It has to be from Janemba. Mr. Goku, make time for the plan to work, Whis said. Goku would use teleportation. He would reach the location of Janemba. Hey, you must be Janembo, Goku noted, until Janemba interrupts him by holding him by the face. Is fast, Goku thinks. Janemba would stretch his arm, he would begin to drag Goku to the ground. I don't waste time with presentations. I came to exterminate you, Janemba shouted. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, unleashing all his power. Now you will see, Goku muttered seriously. Goku would throw this Janemba. He would arrive with a punch in his stomach. Janemba would be hunched over, and is when Goku takes advantage and would begin to hit him over and over again. In a moment, Janemba would be completely dematerialized. Did I kill him? Goku asked. Suddenly, Goku would receive a kick in his nape from behind that would throw him away. Baku, Kaiosama would call in his mind. Don't be stupid, Janemba can distort space. Damn, Goku replied.
You have to be more careful. It's as if your enemy was everywhere at the same time, Kaioshin warned. Janemba would throw himself at Goku. He would begin to attack him with his sword. Goku would move from side to dodge his attacks, but he hardly could counterattack given Janemba's great speed. "It's fast. I'm not fighting against a normal person," Goku declared. Goku would manage to find an opening in Janemba's guard. He would hit his face hard. Suddenly, Janemba's head would turn 180 degrees. "Damn," Goku continued by the impression. Janemba would turn his head again as if nothing had happened. "You are a very funny guy," Janemba continued. Janemba would scream, raising his ki. A great aura of demonic energy would manifest around her. "Damn! What do you expect to use the dragon spheres?" Goku asked. Bulma was desperate looking for a dragon sphere since she only had 6. "It can't be that you lost a dragon sphere. You are very distracted," Vegeta said, furious. "If you hadn't stolen them, this wouldn't have happened," Bulma exclaimed. "It will be better if they hurry," Whis warned. "That demon is much stronger than Goku. If he continues like this, Goku will eventually die." Vegeta would be on his knees. Bulma would feel dizzy. "Wow, Janemba's presence is getting stronger," Whis replied, somewhat worried. Goku would have problems resisting the fight. Janemba was a friend out of his imagination. Little by little, Janemba would harshly punish Goku. The trees would lose their leaves little by little. The insects would die. All life was being lost, while in the beyond, everything was chaos. The dead would escape again to the world of the living, while Bulma kept looking for the dragon sphere desperately. "Here is the radar," Vegeta replied when he found it. "Oh my God, why did you leave it so far?" Furious Bulma would ask. "Shut up, you have to find the dragon sphere as soon as possible," Vegeta added. "Wow, they are making me nervous with so much fuss," Whis growled. Whis would hit the ground with his staff. The dragon sphere would look at him. "Whis, why didn't you say before that you could do that?" Bulma would ask. "They never asked me," Whis yelled. "Remember that I am an impartial being. Bulma, there is no time. Make a wish while I go with Kakarot," Vegeta exclaimed as he raised his ki to fly away. Vegeta would go on a trip to support Goku, although he felt quite tired by the presence of Janemba. "Very well, we must not waste time," Bulma commented. Bulma would go outside. He would summon the Dragon God when he arrived with the Dragon Spheres. Vegeta would arrive with a kick on Janemba, but it would not do him the slightest damage. "Vegeta, how long does it take?" Goku would ask, who looked quite wounded. "Shut up," Vegeta muttered. Vegeta would transform into Super Saiyan, since he did not have the strength to transform into Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta would throw himself with everything towards Janemba. He would hit him with everything on his chest, but his blows would not be effective at all. Janemba would begin to laugh, since he knew that Vegeta was just wasting time. "Get out," Janemba remarked when he hit Vegeta and throw him away. Vegeta would be fired away, losing his transformation. "Vegeta!" Goku snapped when he threw himself at Janemba. Goku would attack Janemba, but the demon would hold him by the neck. Janemba would make his arm grow enormously, lift Goku several meters, and then make him hit the ground. Goku was trying to free himself, but Janemba's strength was too much. At one point, a team of people lost Janemba's arm, freeing Goku. It was Vegeta who had saved him with the strength he had left. "Bastard! I'm not done with you yet," Vegeta shouted, agitated. The sky would darken completely. Janemba did not understand what was happening. "Since when does it get dark so fast?" Janemba would ask. "That's it. They did it," Goku answered, relieved. Bulma was ready to make her wish to the god of death. Bulma declared, "I'm sorry, I can't make that wish. You'll have to ask for something else," Senjlan yelled. "But why can't you?" terrified Bulma would ask. "My powers are not enough to create a god. even less to one of high hierarchy like a god of death. You'll have to ask for something else, Shenlong would explain. Bulma would fall on her knees. She felt that everything was over. It can't be. The dragon spheres didn't work at all, Bulma answered as she began to cry. Meanwhile, Whis was with his vessel in communication with the Kaioshin. Well, how's that going? Whis would ask. We have already gathered all the dragon spheres, said the Kaioshin. Wait, what? Bulma remarked. What the hell is going on? Since they couldn't find the dragon spheres, I talked to the Kaioshin about their plans. I asked him to go to planet Namek and look for the dragon spheres there, said Whis. Whis, you're great, Bulma replied. Also, we talked to the Patriarch. With some of my help, he modified the dragon god so that he could turn Vegeta into a god of death, the Kaioshin would explain. Porunga had finally been summoned by the Kaioshin. Goku and Vegeta were being tortured by Janemba. They were about to be finished. I wish Vegeta becomes a god of death, said the Kaioshin. That wish is very easy. I can fulfill it, said Porunga. Janemba would hold Vegeta by the neck, lift him to the top of the sky, and try to hit him against the ground. At that moment, Vegeta would feel something different in him. They did it, said Vegeta. Vegeta would transform into his Jin Blue Poseidon, would manage to get rid of Janemba. It can't be, said furious Janemba. Vegeta was still hurt, but he could feel his new power. So that is done. To be a god of death, said Vegeta as he watched his hands. Goku, let's do the fusion, said Goku. Kakarot, as much as you want, we are very tired to do it, said Vegeta. It is not possible that there are two gods of death. That is illogical, said Janemba furious at exploding his ki. The trees would return to normal. The fog would disappear from the earth. Now that there are two gods of death, it was enough for Janemba not to cause chaos with his presence. I guess we'll have to fight like this, said Goku. Whis was watching the fight with Bulma. Miss Bulma, how about you ask for your wish? Whis smiled at Bulma. Ask for your wish. I'm still here, said God Dragon. I wish Goku and Vegeta recover their energies, said Bulma. That wish is very easy to fulfill, said Shenlong. Shenlong would fulfill Bulma's wish and leave. The sky would clear again, Goku and Vegeta would feel like new. My forces returned, said Goku, amazed. Mine too, said Vegeta. No matter what you do, you can't defeat me, said Janemba. Goku and Vegeta would raise their ki to the maximum. They were ready to resume the fight. Janemba would throw himself at them. Both would attack him with everything, although Janemba had more difficulties to sustain a fight against both. Goku and Vegeta still did not reach their level. We have to merge, said Goku. You say it as if it were easy, said Vegeta, but this guy won't let us do it, just like that. Janemba would create a great energy sphere. He would rise with it to the top of the sky. The sphere was bigger than himself. What is he planning to do? Goku would ask. He's going to destroy the Earth, said Vegeta, terrified. Take this! Janemba would throw the energy ball. Goku and Vegeta could dodge it, but by doing so, it would imply the destruction of the planet. Goku would join his hands to create a Kamehameha, while Vegeta would attack with a final flash. Both would attack the energy sphere with everything, but it was too much. They barely managed to slow down their speed. Vegeta, we're not going to make it at this rate, said Goku. Then give more of us, said Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta would force their ki even more. Each one would increase the power of their attack. What the hell, said Janemba. The energy sphere would slow down their speed, to the point of stopping a short distance from our friends. In a moment, the sphere would explode, releasing a lot of energy. The explosion would throw Goku and Vegeta far away, and it would devastate a large part of the area. From the Capsule Corporation, you could feel a great tremor. It can't be. An earthquake, said Bulma when losing her balance. At this rate, even if they manage to beat Janemba, the Earth will suffer an irreparable damage if they don't destroy it first, said Whis.
You can't be serious, said Bulma, terrified. Those two have surpassed the same God of Destruction, and we're talking about a demon that not even the gods would want to face, said Whis seriously. It can't be. It was all in vain, said Bulma, taking her hands to her head. After culminating the explosion and lowering the dust, Goku and Vegeta would not see Janemba anywhere. Vegeta, it's our chance, said Goku. Agreed, said Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta would begin to perform the fusion dance, but before they could finish it, a ball of ice between them would interrupt them. What the hell are they planning to do? Said furious Janemba. Damn it! We were at nothing, said Goku. The ground beneath them would crack. Puddles of lava would be expelled into the sky. How dare you? Asked Vegeta. Our fight is affecting the Earth. It was something to be expected, said Goku. Janemba would throw himself at Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta would put himself on guard, but Goku would hold him by the wrist. What are you doing? Asked Vegeta, disconcerted. Just trust, said Goku. Goku would use his teleportation, reaching Janemba's swords. Janemba would hold Vegeta by the neck, and at that moment, Goku would use his teleportation again, but this time he would go to hell. What are we doing here? Asked Janemba. I thought we could fight here at ease, smiled Goku. Vegeta would get rid of Janemba. Good, now we can fight without holding back, said Vegeta. Vegeta, we never held back, said Goku. Dumbass, our enemy didn't have to know that, said Vegeta furious. Janemba would start laughing non-stop. The only thing they can do is gain a few minutes of life, said Janemba. Vegeta would throw a ray of light at Janemba, but this would disappear and dematerialize. How do you do that? Asked Vegeta. Janemba can distort space, said Goku. Good time to tell me, said Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta would look for Janemba everywhere, but they wouldn't find him. Let's do it, said Goku. Goku and Vegeta would begin to take the steps for the fusion, but just before touching their fingers, they would realize that they were a meter away from each other. Cockroach, don't get away, said Vegeta, furious. I didn't get away, you got away, said Goku, upset. Goku, Vegeta, said Kaio-sama inside the minds of both. Janemba would appear in the middle of both, stretch out his hands, and throw a ray of light at each one. Goku and Vegeta would get a little far away. What were you going to do? Asked Janemba. Goku, Vegeta, Janemba filled the space between you by increasing its distance. You have to fly it if you want to do the fusion. Damn it, we'll never be able to do it like this, said Vegeta. Janemba would run to Goku. Goku would put himself on guard, but before reaching him, Janemba would dematerialize. Where did he go? Asked Goku. Janemba would appear behind Vegeta and hit him hard on the back. Vegeta, called Goku, worried. Goku would try to help Vegeta, but Janemba would stand in front of Goku and kick him hard in the stomach. While Goku had the guard down, Janemba would hold Goku's neck hard. I'll kill you, said Janemba. A T-key ball would fall on Janemba, forcing him to release Goku. You'd better calm down, said Beerus. Beerus, said Goku. Quick, do the fusion. I'll distract him, said Beerus. Vegeta, it's our chance, said Goku. I won't let you, said furious Janemba. Janemba would go straight to Goku, but Beerus would stand in the middle. Beerus would throw a ki beam towards Janemba, but this would create a gate in front of him. The ki beam would return Beerus from another direction, damaging his gravity shoulder. Beerus would hug Janemba. He was willing to stop everything. Goku and Vegeta would be able to perform the fusion thanks to that time Beerus gave them. Janemba would hit Beerus's head, leaving him unconscious. "They did it," said furious Janemba. "Now you face Gogeta, the Supreme God of Death," said Gogeta when transforming into Super Saiyan Blue. "You can't beat me," said Janemba when throwing himself at Gogeta. Janemba would attack with all his strength, but his attacks would be useless. "You're too weak for me," said Gogeta. Gogeta would hit Janemba's stomach. He would pierce his stomach from side to side. Then, with an explosion from the inside, Janemba would be seriously injured. Half of Janemba's body was what was left, but even so, he would recover instantly. Then, Janemba would start laughing. "Why are you laughing so much?" asked Gogeta seriously. "You don't understand. Doing the fusion was what I wanted," said Janemba. "Now you fell into my trap." Janemba would start laughing in an evil way. What could happen now that Janemba will face Gogeta? Will Gogeta be able to defeat the demon? And also, what does Janemba mean by saying that he wanted Goku and Vegeta to fuse? We'll know all that in the next part of this theory. This video has to reach 150 likes, many comments, and subscribe for more theories. See you in the next part.